Feel this in your body for a moment. Do not search for it. Just notice that it is already there. A warmth, low in the belly. A persistent, gentle heat that seems to have no source in this physical world. It is not the burn of indigestion nor the flush of embarrassment. It is a slow, steady hum, like an ember buried deep in the earth that has been waiting for a specific wind. For some of you, it lives behind the solar plexus, a sun behind your sun. For others, it is settled in the hips, a loosening and an ache that feels ancient, as if your very bones are remembering how to hold a different kind of weight, a different kind of power. You have been sleeping restlessly, waking at odd hours, not from noise, but from a profound and vibrating stillness, as if the entire world is holding its breath, and you are the only one who can hear it. You have dismissed this. You have called it stress or diet or a passing mood. But that voice, the one beneath all the others, the one that whispers when you are very quiet, has told you the truth. This is not random. This is a summons. That sensation you are feeling is evidence. It is proof that a cosmic process, one that began cycles ago, has finally reached its moment of culmination inside of you. It is the physical signature of a celestial alignment so rare that the old star priests of Acadia had only one word for it: Akitu, the threshold from which the world is born anew. This is not just another planetary transit. This is the final, irreversible turning of a great key in a lock that has been sealed for generations, and within the next 48 hours, the tumblers will fall into place. The gate will swing open, and for a chosen few, the entire landscape of love, of connection, of sacred contract will be irrevocably transformed. I am here to walk you through that gate. I am here to give language to the heat in your body and the stillness in the night. I am here to show you what is being asked of you, what is being offered to you, and how to hold your nerve as the old world dissolves. Because what is happening is not happening to you. It is happening for you, through you, and because of a readiness you have earned through countless lifetimes of preparation. You did not find this message by accident. Something in you, that same ember in your belly, recognized the heat signature of this moment and guided you here. Let us not waste another breath on coincidence. Let us speak of what is real. To understand what is happening in your heart, you must first understand what is happening in the heavens and what has been happening in the earth beneath your feet. Imagine a vast and ancient wine cellar buried deep within the planet's core. This is not a metaphor. It is a way of understanding energetic reality. For centuries, the collective has been storing its experiences of love in great sealed casks. Every heartbreak, every betrayal, every near miss, every love that was true but timed impossibly, all of it has been gathered, sealed, and left to ferment in the dark. The pressure in those casks has been building. The sugars of hope have been slowly, painfully converting into the potent spirit of wisdom. We have, as a people, been living off the memory of old wine, sipping at vintages that have long since soured, pretending the bitterness was complexity. We've been honoring contracts that have expired, staying loyal to tastes that no longer nourish us. But something has shifted. A celestial current, originating from a confluence between Neptune's dissolving waters and Pluto's generational pressure, has sent a vibration through that ancient cellar. This is the cosmic event that has been building. It is a specific resonance, a harmonic frequency that does one thing and one thing only. It cracks the old wood. It breaks the seal on casks that were never meant to be opened again. For the last several months, this vibration has been working, creating hairline fractures, letting in just enough oxygen to accelerate a process of decay. The old wine, the old stories of love, the old relational patterns have been turning to vinegar. You have felt this. You have tasted it. A relationship that once felt like home now feels like a cage. A connection that once nourished you now leaves you feeling strangely empty, depleted. A longing that you carried for someone, a hope you nurtured in secret, has suddenly lost its flavor, its charge. You have been questioning your own heart, believing you were the one who had changed, that you were the one becoming unstable or ungrateful. That was not you. That was the wine turning. The universe, in its profound intelligence, was preparing you. It was emptying your cup. Because this celestial alignment, the one that peaks in the next 48 hours, is not just about breaking the old casks. It is about opening a new one. A vintage that was bottled lifetimes ago, containing a form of love, of partnership, of sacred union that our world has not tasted for over 2,000 years. It is a wine made not from grapes of sorrow and survival, but from grapes of sovereignty and soul recognition. It is a vintage of profound, earth-shaking, destiny-altering love. And this is the critical truth I need you to understand. Not everyone has a glass. Not everyone is meant to taste this vintage. The summons was not sent to all. It was sent to those who had done the work of preparing the vessel. It was sent to those who, consciously or not, have spent years, lifetimes, hollowing themselves out, becoming ready to receive something this pure, this potent. The heat in your body is the signal that you are one of them. It is the warmth of the cup, ready to be filled. This transformation is not a reward for good behavior. It is a recognition of courage. The courage to have stayed in the dark, to have tended to your own fermentation, to have trusted the process, even when it felt like you were being crushed. The universe is not a judge. It is a master vintner. It knows when the soul is ready. And yours, it says, is ready. 4 great archetypal contracts of the soul are being activated by this opening. 4 distinct destinies are being called forward to taste this new wine. As I describe them, I want you to listen not with your mind, but with your body. Your solar plexus, your hips, your gut, they will recognize your story. They will hum with recognition when I speak your name. These are not personality types. They are soul signatures, ancient roles you have agreed to play in this great turning of the age. One of them is yours. The first to be called to the cellar is the archetype I call the keeper of the old flame. For you, love has always been synonymous with preservation. You have been the living library, the one who remembers, the one who holds the sacred space for what was. Your heart is a museum of beautiful ghosts. You have loved someone, perhaps in this life, perhaps in another, with a purity and a devotion that transcends time and space. This love was your anchor, your North Star. It may have been a person you were with for decades, or someone you only knew for a moment, but whose imprint on your soul was absolute. It may even be a soul you have only met in dreams, a presence you have felt your entire life, waiting just beyond the veil. Your great work has been loyalty. You have protected this connection from the cynicism of the world, from the well-meaning advice of friends, from your own moments of doubt. You built a fortress around this love, and you lived inside it. It was a noble and necessary task. You were guarding a seed, a blueprint of a sacred form of connection. But over time, the fortress became a prison. The flame you were keeping began to consume your oxygen. The act of remembering became more real than the act of living. You stopped looking for new love, not because you were heartbroken, but because you felt, in your deepest self, that you were already taken. Your loyalty to the past became a barrier to your future. The celestial vibration that is cracking the old casks has, for you, begun to dismantle the walls of your beautiful fortress. You have felt it as a profound and terrifying loneliness, a sudden, hollow echo in the chambers of your heart that were once filled with the warmth of that memory. The flame has begun to flicker. The ghost has begun to fade. You have been fighting this, trying to shore up the walls, trying to remember harder, to feel it more intensely, believing that the fading is a betrayal. It says, it is not a betrayal, it is a graduation. The new wine being offered to you, keeper of the old flame, is the wine of resurrection. The universe is not asking you to forget the old love. It is asking you to release it from the prison of the past. What is coming for you is not a replacement for that love. It is its next incarnation. The very soul you have been devoted to, the essence of that connection, has been rebottled, rebirthed, and is waiting for you in a new vessel, in a new form, in the present moment. Your task was to keep the seed safe. Now your task is to recognize the flower when it blooms before you in a different garden. The person who is arriving for you will carry the same soul note, the same energetic signature as the one you have guarded. They will look into your eyes, and you will feel a sense of recognition so profound, it will shatter you. It will feel like coming home to a house you have never seen before. Your challenge is to let go of the photograph, of the memory of the old face, the old voice, the old story, and embrace the living, breathing reality of their return. The loyalty you perfected is now meant to be given to a living person, not a memory. The flame is not dying. It is leaping from the hearth to the bonfire. The second archetype being summoned is the builder of the new bridge. Your experience of love has been one of service and sacrifice. You are the empath, the healer, the one who has always loved broken people. You see the potential, the divine spark buried beneath layers of trauma and fear in another, and you make it your sacred mission to excavate it. You have been the bridge for others, the solid ground they could walk across to get from their wounded past to their healed future. You held the space. You did the emotional labor. You offered unconditional support. You believed in them more than they believed in themselves. And time again, you have watched them cross over that bridge you built, wave goodbye from the other side, and walk into a life you were not invited into. You have told yourself that this is your purpose, that your love is meant to be transformational, a catalyst for others, and that it is noble not to need anything in return. You have spiritualized your exhaustion. You have made a virtue of your depletion. But the churning in your gut, the deep, resonant ache in your body, has been telling you a different story. It has been whispering, this is not sustainable. This is not union. This is drainage. The celestial frequency has been felt by you as a profound intolerance for energetic imbalance. Suddenly, you cannot stomach it anymore. The one-sided conversations, the unmet needs, the emotional vampirism. It has become physically repulsive to you. You feel a righteous anger rising, a boundary-setting impulse so fierce it frightens you. You are looking at the bridge you have so painstakingly built, and you are feeling an overwhelming urge to set it on fire. This is not you becoming cruel. This is you becoming sovereign. The new wine being poured for you, builder, is the wine of reciprocity. The universe is finally bringing you a partner who is not a project. They are not coming to you for healing. They are coming to you for partnership. They are a bridge builder themselves. They will meet you in the middle of the chasm, each of you having built your half, and the meeting point will be a sacred arch of mutual respect, mutual support, and mutual devotion. The love that is arriving for you is from someone who has already done their work. They are not looking for a savior, they are looking for an equal. They will be as fascinated by your inner world as you have been by the inner worlds of others. They will want to know your dreams, to support your growth, to hold space for your vulnerability. At first, this will feel deeply uncomfortable. You will not know how to receive this much attention, this much care. You will doubt its sincerity. You will try to find their wound, their brokenness, the thing you are supposed to fix. It says, there is nothing to fix. There is only something to build, together. Your work is to learn to receive, to put down your tools and simply stand on the bridge, allowing yourself to be held, to be seen, to be met. The love you have so freely given to others is now returning to you, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. Your cup is about to be filled by another, and your only job is to believe you are worthy of the drink. The third signature belongs to the weaver of destinies. You are the strategist, the visionary, the one who has always approached love with a plan. Your relationships have been built on compatibility, on shared goals, on logical foundations. You chose partners who made sense on paper, who fit into the life you were meticulously constructing. Love, for you, was a component of a larger architecture, a successful career, a stable home, a respectable family. It was a partnership based on pragmatic alliance more than mystical union. You have been proud of your choices, of the stability you have created. You have avoided the messy, chaotic, unpredictable nature of passionate love, believing it to be a liability, a threat to the order you have so carefully forged. You have built a life that is admirable, but your soul is starving. In the quiet of the night, when the lists are all checked and the plans are all on schedule, you have felt a devastating emptiness. A sense of profound unreality, as if you are a character in a play you wrote but no longer wish to star in. You have everything you thought you wanted, and yet you feel nothing. The voice you have been suppressing, the one that terrifies you, whispers, "This is not it. This is a beautiful cage." The celestial alignment has rocked your carefully constructed world. It has introduced an element of chaos, an unpredictable variable. Perhaps you have met someone utterly inconvenient, someone who makes no logical sense, someone who threatens to unravel everything you have built. Or perhaps it is simply an internal unraveling, a sudden, fierce and undeniable yearning for a depth of feeling you have spent your entire life avoiding. You are feeling the tremors of a coming earthquake, and your first instinct is to control it, to manage it, to reinforce the foundations. But it says, the house must fall. The wine of ages being poured for you, Weaver, is the wine of surrender. It is the intoxicating elixir of divine chaos, of fated connection, of a love so powerful it rearranges your reality. The universe is sending you not a partner, but a counterpart, a soul whose destiny is so inextricably linked with yours that your meeting is not a choice, but a cosmic event. This connection will not fit into your life. It will become your life. It will demand that you dismantle the structures you have built, that you walk away from the life that looks good on the outside, but feels hollow on the inside. It will ask for a level of trust and faith that your logical mind cannot comprehend. This person will feel like destiny. They will feel like danger. They will feel like home. They are the missing piece of your own soul, the reflection you have been avoiding in the mirror. To accept this love is to accept the demolition of your old identity. It is the most terrifying and the most liberating thing you will ever do. Your work is not to weave this new thread into your old tapestry. Your work is to allow the old tapestry to be burned, and to trust that from the ashes, you and this person will weave something far more real, far more vibrant, and far more aligned with who you truly are. You are being asked to trade your blueprint for a mystery, your security for your soul. Finally, the fourth archetype. The fourth glass held out in the ancient cellar is the one who walks away. For you, love has been a series of endings. You are no stranger to goodbye. You have mastered the art of leaving relationships, leaving cities, leaving jobs, leaving versions of yourself behind. You're not afraid of change. You are addicted to it. Your pattern has been to engage deeply, passionately, and then, at the moment of true intimacy, true vulnerability, you feel an irresistible pull to flee. You have told yourself this is a sign of your freedom, your independence, your refusal to be trapped. You have mistaken repetition for evolution. You have always believed that the problem was the other person, the situation, the timing. You have become a connoisseur of flaws, an expert at identifying the fatal crack in any foundation before it has time to settle. This has protected you from heartbreak, but it has also starved you of connection. Your roots are shallow. You have a passport full of stamps, but no sense of belonging. The pattern of leaving has become an identity, and deep down, you are beginning to realize that the only person you are truly running from is yourself. The recent celestial shifts have cornered you. For the first time, the exit doors have all disappeared. You have tried to initiate the old pattern, to find the flaw, to create the drama that necessitates an escape. But it is not working. The person you are with, or the person who is trying to enter your life, is not playing the game. They are meeting your attempts at sabotage with calm, unwavering presence. They are not chasing you as you run. They are simply standing still, holding a space for you. And this stillness is more terrifying to you than any argument, any chase could ever be. You are face to face with a love that will not be pushed away, and it is forcing you to face the part of you that believes it is unworthy of being stayed for. The new wine being offered to you is the wine of arrival. It is the deep, earthy, grounding vintage of permanence. The universe is presenting you with a love that is not a waypoint, but a destination. A person who is not a lesson, but a home. This connection is designed to be the end of your running. It is a soul contract of anchoring, of building something that lasts. This person sees your flight risk not as a flaw, but as a symptom of a deep wound. And they are not afraid of it. They have the patience and the strength to love you not in spite of your impulse to leave, to love you until that impulse heals. Your great challenge is to stay, to endure the terror of being truly seen, to allow someone to love the parts of you that you have always deemed unlovable, the parts you have always run from. Your work is to unpack your bags, to put down roots, to accept that the freedom you have been seeking is not found in endless departure, but in the profound security of a love that is strong enough to hold you. This is your final goodbye, not to a person, but to the pattern of leaving itself. You are being invited to finally come home. The keeper of the old flame, the builder of the new bridge, the weaver of destinies, the one who walks away. Breathe in those words. Feel which one lands in your body. There is no judgment here. Each archetype is a sacred role, a necessary part of the great turning. Your soul chose its curriculum for a reason, and now the final exam is upon you. The new wine is being poured. The question is, will you drink? This brings us to the moment of truth, to the practice. This is not just about understanding, it is about embodiment. The energy of this alignment requires a physical act, a conscious choice made manifest in the world. It is a ritual in 3 parts, to be performed over the next 48 hours, culminating on the night of the peak alignment. The first part begins now, tonight. It is the practice of emptying the old vessel. You will need a glass, a pen, and a small piece of paper. The glass should be one you do not mind breaking. A simple, clear glass is best. Before you sleep, I want you to sit in stillness. Close your eyes and call to mind the old wine. For the keeper, this is the beautiful, painful memory of the love you have guarded. For the builder, it is the exhaustion, the resentment of being the perpetual giver. For the weaver, it is the hollow perfection of the life you built but do not feel. For the one who walks away, it is the fear, the identity of being the one who always leaves. Do not soften this. Do not romanticize it. Feel the true taste of it now, the bitterness, the sourness, the way it no longer nourishes you. On the piece of paper, you will write the name of this old wine. It might be a person's name. It might be a pattern, like my need to fix others, or my fear of being trapped, or loyalty to a ghost. Be brutally, divinely honest. Fold the paper and place it inside the empty glass. Then, you will speak these words aloud into the glass, letting your breath fill the vessel. Say, I honor the lessons this vintage has taught me. I honor the journey that required this taste. And now, with gratitude and with clarity, I declare this cask empty, this contract complete. What was nourishment is now poison. I will not drink from this cup again. Then you will fill the glass with salt water, just enough to cover the paper. Place it somewhere it will not be disturbed. This is your declaration. You are naming the vinegar for what it is. You are beginning the process of purification. The second part is for tomorrow, the day of the threshold. This is the practice of preparing the new vessel. This is about you, your body. You will spend time near moving water, a river, an ocean, a stream. If this is not possible, a long bath or shower will suffice. The element of water is key. As you are by the water or in it, I want you to place your hands on your body, on the place where you feel the heat, the hum, the solar plexus, the hips, the gut. You will speak directly to your body, to your soul. You will say, you are the sacred cup. You are the vessel worthy of the new wine. I cleanse you of all old residue, all lingering tastes of what was. I release the memory of unworthiness from every cell. I release the fear of being too much or not enough. I prepare you now for a love that matches your own divinity. I make you ready. I make you clean. I make you open. This is not an affirmation you are repeating. This is a command you are giving to your own energetic field. Feel the water washing away not just dirt, but energetic imprints. Feel your own hands placed on your body, recalibrating your frequency. You are tuning your vessel to the resonance of the new vintage. You are making yourself ready to receive. This is an act of profound self-love, the necessary prerequisite for the love that is to come. You cannot pour sacred wine into a poisoned cup. Tomorrow, you cleanse the cup. The third and final part is for the night of the peak alignment, the night the gate is fully open. This is the act of breaking the old vessel and receiving the new. You will take your glass, the one with the salt water and the named poison. You will take it outside. You must be standing barefoot on the earth, on soil, on grass, on sand. Your feet must be connected to the ground. Holding the glass in your hands, you will feel its weight one last time. You will thank it for its service. And then, with a force that comes from your deepest self, you will throw it down upon the earth. You must shatter it. Do not be gentle. This is not a polite release. This is a jailbreak. As it shatters, you will say with all the power in your lungs, "It is done." Stand there for a moment, barefoot on the earth, feeling the pieces of the old vessel around you. Feel the finality of it, the release. You have just declared in the physical realm that you are finished with the old story. You have broken the container that held it. Then, turn your face to the sky. Open your hands, palms up, as if to receive rain, and you will speak the invitation. You will say, "I am open. I am ready. I am worthy. Pour the new wine." That is all. You do not need to know where it will come from, or when, or how. Your work is not to find the love. Your work is to become so completely, so undeniably ready for it, that it has no choice but to find you. This ritual is your signal to the universe. It is you stepping through the gate, leaving the old world behind. Be safe when you break the glass. Clean it up with care. But do not mistake the symbolism. Something must be broken for something new to be born. And now we must speak of the final piece, the emotional confrontation. Because performing a ritual is one thing, living its truth is another. For this to work, you must face the person or the pattern in your life that represents the old wine. For you, keeper of the old flame, this means you must have a conversation, either with the living person you are holding a space for, or with the spirit of the one who has passed. You must release them. You must say, "I love you. I will always cherish what we were. And I am now available for a new love in this life. I release you from the responsibility of being my everything." You must give them and yourself permission to move on. For you, builder of the new bridge, this means you must set a boundary, a real one. You must say no to the person who has been draining you. You must stop offering your energy so freely. You must have the terrifying conversation where you say, "I can no longer participate in this dynamic. My needs are not being met. This is no longer sustainable for me." You must choose yourself, even if it means disappointing them, even if it means they leave. Let them leave. For you, weaver of destinies, your confrontation is with your own life. You must take one concrete, irreversible step toward dismantling the beautiful cage. It might be speaking your unspoken truth to your partner. It might be looking at a new place to live. It might be applying for the job that feeds your soul instead of your bank account. You must introduce a crack into the foundation of your perfect-looking life. You must prove to the universe and to yourself that you are serious about your desire for what is real. And for you, one who walks away, your confrontation is the hardest of all. You must stay. You must choose to not run. The next time the impulse to flee arises, the next time you find a flaw and want to use it as an exit strategy, you must sit with the discomfort. You must have the vulnerable conversation. You must say the words that scare you the most. "I am scared, but I am not leaving." You must confront your own pattern by refusing to obey it, just this once. This is the work. This is the price of admission through the gate. It is not free. It costs you your comfort zone. It costs you your old identity. The new wine is the most exquisite vintage ever created. But it is not for tourists. It is for residents. It is for those willing to move in, to build a life there, to become the person who is worthy of such a love. You did not find this by accident. Something in you recognized the truth of the wine cellar before I ever named it. You have felt the fermentation in your own body, the pressure building, the old structures groaning under the strain. You knew something had to give. You are not behind. You are not late. You have arrived at this moment and this teaching at the precise celestial second you were meant to. Your readiness is what summoned this information to you. The courage you have shown to get this far, to listen to these words, to feel the resonance in your bones. That is the only qualification you need. All the lifetimes of preparation, the heartbreaks, the lessons, they have all been leading you to this threshold, to this 48-hour window where the veil is thin and the new contracts are signed. This is your moment. Do not let it pass. Do not let the familiar comfort of your beautiful suffering pull you back from the gate. Step through. Perform the ritual. Have the conversation. Break the glass. Claim your future. A love beyond your wildest imaginings is not just possible. It is inevitable, if you will only do your part. It has already been bottled. It is already being poured. The universe, the divine Saki, is holding out the cup. Your name is on it. Have the courage to drink. If you have felt the truth in these words, if you have recognized your archetypal signature, I invite you to make a declaration. In the space below, write the words, "I am ready to pour the new wine." Let it be your public testimony, your first step through the gate. There is power in declaration, and someone beneath your words, someone who is feeling scared and alone in their own transformation, will find courage in yours. Your bravery will become a permission slip for another. I have spent countless hours in study, in meditation, listening to the currents so that the course for you would be clear, so that you would have a map for this sacred and critical passage. If this work has served you, subscribe and press the bell so that you do not miss the transmissions that will guide you in what comes next after you have stepped through the gate. Now go. The cellar awaits. Your glass is full. Drink deeply.